This week we're going to take a look at the history of the price changes in corn futures on the date that the USDA releases its acreage and grain stocks reports. We're going to come back and look at the latest crop condition ratings and weather trends as we approach pollination here in the U.S. We're going to turn our attention to Brazil and take a look at harvest progress there and wrap things up the long-term review of December corn futures. Hi, this is Brian Basting with Advanced Trading. Let's talk about the corn market. We moved into the last week of June here, and there's certainly a lot going on. At the top of the list will be release on June 30th of two USDA reports. The acreage report will update plantings for 2026, and the grain stocks report will provide an inventory assessment as of June 1st. Let's take a look at the history of the price changes in old and new crop corn futures on the date that those reports are released. What we did here is look at about the last 25 years. Old crop corn is depicted by the blue bar, and new crop corn is depicted by the red bar. Notice in many years there we've seen a significant move in prices. Here's the key message. That move has been both to the upside and to the downside. That's why it's critical you have your risk management positions in place prior to the release of the reports on Tuesday, June 30th at 11 a.m. Central Time. Let's shift gears now and focus on crop conditions here in the U.S. The latest numbers from the USDA, unchanged, good to excellent, is 68%. Notice last year was 70%. Looking across the regions here, we did see some deterioration in Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota. We did see some improvement across Nebraska, Kansas, as well as Missouri. Let's take a look now at the history of the crop condition index. We're taking a little bit of a different tack this week. Notice that the index here was unchanged compared to the previous week. But now we're going to focus on a couple different years here we've highlighted. In 2022, the purple line, notice from this point forward, basically the start of summer, all the way throughout pollination in July, that crop condition rating deteriorated. In contrast, look at the red line. That's last year, 2025. From this point forward, all the way through pollination in July, that index improved. Now last year we saw a record yield. In 2022, it was the lowest yield of the past 5 years. So that's why it's critical that you embrace price volatility and avoid price prediction. Let's shift gears now and take a look at the latest weather trends. Our slides this week, as usual, are courtesy of T-Storm Weather. Starting out here looking at rainfall through Friday of this week. Heaviest rainfall this week is going to be south, a swath of a ½ inch to 1.5 inches. Looking ahead to this weekend, Friday through Sunday, heaviest rain up there in the northern plains. Here's a key note though. Looking ahead, temperatures are going to be turned very warm from June 30th through July 7th. So again, we're not in the heart of pollination yet, but it's something to monitor as we move forward. Let's shift gears now and look at precip totals over the next 2 weeks. We're looking here at most of those areas across the Midwest are in a light yellow or near normal precip. Critical time for moisture is almost here as we enter the month of July. Let's shift gears now and look at harvest progress in Brazil. Now most of the corn in Brazil is maturing, as shown in that lower left-hand corner. About 20% of the crop is harvested in the largest state in Mato Grosso. Harvest will proceed north to south throughout the month of July. Let's take a look at rainfall now. You can see rainfall, about 55% of the safrinha corn is going to be below normal over the next 2 weeks, particularly dry in the north, so that's favorable for harvest. Let's wrap things up this week looking at trends in December corn. December corn, as you tape here on Tuesday, is trading near $4.35 a bushel. Notice here from the official start to summer there in late June, all the way into harvest, we see many years with increased price volatility. That's why it's critical that you continue to work closely with your trusted risk management advisor to manage price movement. Now, if you'd like more information, please feel free to contact us at 309-664-2300. We'll put you in contact with one of our risk management consultants who'll be happy to visit with you at your convenience. And remember, we upload every Wednesday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to never miss an update. And make sure to view our video following the USDA reports on Tuesday, June 30th. This video will go live at about 3 p.m. Central Time on our YouTube channel. Thanks a lot. Have a good week.